Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome to the Audio Master Show as always. Thank you for joining in. We have some great topics tonight, man. Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter where I go if I'm wearing a t-shirt, anything about audio, whether I'm in the automotive department store or wherever. Like today, young gentleman asked me, seen I was wearing my Shure microphone shirt, and came up to me, nicest guy, got to talking about audio equipment and whatnot, and he was asking what doll to buy, his first doll, and so we started talking about that, and then he was having to tend to his regular work schedule, so it was really kind of hard for us to talk. But I wanted to get on here tonight, man, and share some cool information with you guys that are just starting out. And so that you don't make a lot of decisions, bad decisions that I made in the beginning, but to kind of get you on a jump start and see what you think about making some good choices. Oh, man. So, welcome to the Audio Master Show again. And so, what doll to buy? Is this your first doll that you're actually going to buy? And does it matter? Question mark. Well, to answer your question, the doll that you actually use starting out really doesn't matter. It's just really kind of what you're accustomed to using, what you like. What doll that you actually use isn't going to make the sound any better. And so, whether you use Nuendo, Cubase, Logic, Pro Tools, um, oh, Personas, Studio One. That's the one that I'm actually using now. I used Nuendo for probably more than 10 years. And I said, well, you know what? I want to learn a different DAW and see what that's all about. The Personas I read was reading up on that one, and they were saying it's kind of a crop. They took the best of Logic and Cubase and kind of married the two together. And I thought, well, why not? My son loves Logic a whole bunch. And so I thought, well, why not just go ahead and try it out and see what I think. I always have Nuendo still installed in my Mac, so why not just go ahead and try it out, man? And I got to tell you, I really love my personas. It's really about more the interface that you're actually using as to how good it's gonna sound. Spend your money on that interface, man. It's gonna really help out and you'll notice in many ways how much more analog the sound is going to be, how much bigger and clearer and everything and more punchy everything is going to be with a better interface in line with your gear. I wish I would have known that in the beginning. But however, we all learn from our mistakes, and you don't have to have Pro Tools to create great tracks. It's really about the engineer behind it, and you guys are going to learn that as we go along. And I'm going to be sharing different tips with you as to it's really about the ears and the experience because that plays a large role on that scale, man, as to creating some great music to listen back to that all your clients are going to enjoy, man. I get so pumped up talking about audio. I can't stand it, man. I love it so much. But like and share the show if you like it, man, and jump on a board for the ride, man, because we got a lot of cool things that we're going to continue to talk about, learning about audio and recording and mixing and mastering all the goods. I did want to show you something, you guys, that I've been interested in for a long time and just never at the time when they first started introducing what they were doing. It was really expensive to get into, and I just didn't go that route. But this might be something for you guys if you got a little bit of dough to throw in the kitty, take out of the kitty and spend on something. They've got a lot of people that are using this, but it's called the Atari. The Atari right here. This is what it kind of looks like. Let me show it. And it really supposed to have a really analog sound. And so Dante and everything is all hooked up to this baby, and you can use it in many ways. let's see, I took some other pictures of it, but these are some of the people songs that actually you're hearing on the radio, people that use it. This is just a small list. They've got U2 on here. They've got Angel, Sarah McLachlan on here. They have Usher on here. So these are people that actually use the Atari and lay these tracks down, and they have samples too, so you can listen to it. You know, if you haven't heard the song already. But let's see, Aerosmith's on here. So they're crying by Aerosmith. So many, many, many other great artists have used this Atari for these tunes. And so, if it's good enough for them to have hit songs on, I would think it'd be good enough for us, man. But 96 kilohertz sound card, so they've kind of really veered off and continued to grow. And this is kind of like what the whole setup looks like right there. Okay, some fast key command stuff and everything right there. There's your meters right there. And then as you can see over there to the right, or it might be to your left, the actual computer itself. So this might be something that you guys might want to look into before you buy a computer and a DAW and everything else. You're going to be able to record at high sample rate, and like I say, if these pros are using it, and they've been out for a while, so this isn't something new. I've been reading about this radar Atari stuff probably in the '90s in Mix magazine. So they've been out a while, and it's supposed to be indestructible. So it might be something that you might want to look into. I just at the time didn't have the dough to throw into it, but I'm still seeing it, and I'm still seeing professionals use it. And it definitely caught my eye in the beginning because they were saying that it sounded so much like analog that it was insane. So that might be something you guys might want to look into. Just look up radar Atari and see what you find there, man. That might be something that you might want to check out. But truly, guys, it really is about the interface, and that makes all the world difference. Microphones, preamps, interface, and then DAW would have to be last for me because here's the thing: if you got a DAW I mean, I've done some great stuff on Reaper and it was free. So don't leave out that either. It might be something that you might want to start out with since it's a free download. And then I think they have this thing on there to where if you plan on selling the music or making so much music, money selling the music, then you have to upgrade. Um, but either way, it might get you started at no cost to see if you like the DAW itself and if you can navigate around really easy. I was able to navigate around really super easy. Here's the thing: I wasn't really excited about their plugins that come with it. So, but I did have Waves Gold Bundle that I was able to throw in, so it will accept other plugins, and I was able to do some great work with Reaper that we got free. So, check that out. That might be something that you might want to check out. But if you get Reaper or if you get Personas Studio One, you're going to want some nice plugins anyway. And so go ahead and save your money on that and spend a little money on some nice plugins. That gold bundle is really, really nice. I'm going to put some links down here in the bottom of the video for you guys. If you want to check out their stuff, it'll make it really easy to go to and get some of these plugins. But the gold bundle really has some nice stuff in Waves. You can go to their website and check out all the cool stuff that they've got now, and they really come a long way in their plugins. So if you used them 15 years ago or so, they've definitely gotten better, and I think you're gonna like them, man. I love some of their EQs. I love some of their compressors and Pultec and stuff like that, and their tape machines that you can get to emulate tape. So this is really, really going to help you out as far as getting you down the road and spending the money in the right area. excuse me, I want to say I kept upgrading my new endo every time there was an upgrade, and it cost me money. So through those 10 years or 12 years that I was using new endo, I started out at like I want to say it was 2.0, and then now I don't know what it is, but I have version 6.5, and who knows what it's at right now. But every time I would have to upgrade and spend more money on the doll and more money on the doll. Get Reaper is free. Spend your money on the plugins. That's what you're going to be using, and spend your money on the interface, man. And that's going to really, really determine the sound that you're actually going to, the quality of the sound that you're going to get out of there. Man, I am so thirsty, man. We did our class tonight, and I did two classes tonight. I'm sorry. And so we did a core. We worked abs for 45 minutes, and I got out of that class, had a 10-minute break, and went into another class and did RPMs on the bike for another 45 minutes. So, excuse me, guys. I'm going to take a sip of some nice tea. Thank y'all for joining in, man. As always, man, this is a real show. There's no, uh, there's no, prompt or anything I'm reading off of or whatever. And so, teleprompt. So I'm just here free forming this as always. And kind of want to keep it real here at the Audio Master Show. Oh man, I love being on here with you guys. So anyway, me and the guy were talking about in the automotive store. We were talking about how he was into it and how he was studying sound and how he really, really loved everything about it, man. And the first thing that I told him before he did anything was to buy some good acoustics for his room, as far as keeping the reflections down, get him some bass traps, get him some sound absorbers, and get him some diffusers in there. And I'm gonna put another link down here too for all that good stuff, the same stuff that I got that I love. It works. Quit trying to fiddle around the bush, man, and try to get do everything in the world to kind of you know, stop those reflections from moving around the room, and um, those all that energy builds up in the corners of the room from the bass and everything. So just stop trying to make something, man. Spend the money and do it right. You can actually, plug in what size the room that you have, and it'll give you the right amount of material that you actually need to put on the walls. And I know that whenever I did my studio, man, each piece that I put up in the studio, I would actually clap my hands as, I put up the pieces, strategically put them up where they needed to be. And man, you would not believe from where I started from, all the echo and all the sound in the room to where it ended up when I was done with putting up the material that was sent out. So I'm gonna put a link down there below where you can just make it easy on yourself, man. Quit trying to guess and to hunt and figure out whether you're gonna get it right. So I encouraged Tim, man, to do this before he did anything else. And you can check out some of my other videos where I talk about this and how imperative it is to treat your room first, especially if you're just beginning and you don't know your monitors yet, you don't know your room yet, and so you're just going to go in there and try to mix songs. And every time it's going to sound great in your studio. And then when you go and listen to it on other devices, you're going to go, man, that's not the mix I was listening to in the studio. And trust me, man, you're going to spend tons of time and saving time by just go ahead and treat the room first. Okay. And then get you some monitors or whatever, and get familiar with them and get how they sound and do some mixes and whatnot, and burn some CDs or put it on MP3 or whatever. Check it in other devices to see if you're kind of close. You always want to mix in mono. I'm just kind of throwing some different things out there that's going to help you get jump started real quick. And then also see where it is. Put a spectrum analyzer on the mix, and you want that little curve going downhill, whatever. See if it matches up to some of your reference tracks as far as how the band is going on that. Check all that out, and then see if you are close to the mix by doing so. And This is going to get you in the ballpark as to creating some great mixes, man. Ah, yeah, man. So these are some key elements, man. Treat the room. Um, I wouldn't say the dollar really matters, man. Just, I mean, if you want to start out with something free like Reaper, it'll get you down the road, and you might find that you really, really love it. I have a friend that came in, and we did my last album on Reaper with my plugins in there and everything, and we were able to do some really, really cool stuff, man. And we were kind of pushed as the project went through to finish the project. So there wasn't any mastering that was done that we sent it off or anything like that, which we should have. But it was kind of a rush thing just to go ahead and get it done. And but I think we did fairly well. I think we did really good. You can check out Next to Me official video, the official video called Next to Me. R Trib, type in R Trib, TRIB, Next to Me official video. And that's something, man, that we did with Reaper. Some of my Go plugins without mastering, sending it off. We did everything here. And it's a short, little, simple song. There's nothing really. There's no big bridge in it or anything like that. But just listen. And also, I did that song singing through a Rode NT1 microphone, which is a $289 mic. I'll put that one down there in the link too if you want a Rode. They're good entry level condenser mics. And I was real surprised. I did have other microphones to sing through. We put the Rode NT1 up, and I sang the first verse and was like, yeah, let's go ahead and use this mic because it has the lowest self noise out of any microphone on the market. That's insane. How did they do that? I mean, even less than the Neumann 87 and the TLM 103 and the AK 47 and all these other microphones that cost 8 times, 10 times more than that Rode. So anyway, I heard it. I liked it. Check out the video, man. Give me a thumbs up, man. Just listen for the quality, how the vocals pop, man. There wasn't a whole bunch done to it. It was done really, really simple. There wasn't a whole bunch of compression taking place. There wasn't a whole bunch of EQ that we did. It was just really, really some basic tracks that we laid down: guitar, bass guitar, piano, excuse me, and I want to say some drums in there, some percussion. It was easy, man, and I was really, really surprised how good it turned out with so little that we did to it. So check it out, man. But we did that on Reaper, so and that was the something that you can get, and you can get it free. And so really spend your money on the interface that you're using and your microphones, and but first treat the room, okay? So you can do a lot with microphones and microphone placement and preamps, and we'll get into all that other stuff later. And I actually have that stuff on some of my other videos that I talk about. Okay, so I just really want to kind of I'm trying to get on here and help each and every one of you out, and every one of you are at different stages in your mixing and your knowledge about audio recording. So I kind of just like to touch a little bit on this and a little bit on that to cater to everyone. But as the show it continues to grow, I'm actually going to reach out to other engineers around the world. One, Dennis Rivadiniera, he's been joining in my show, supporting the show. Thumbs up to Dennis. You're out there, I know. Thanks for joining my show live all the time. I appreciate you and the knowledge that you bring to the table. 2 thumbs up for Dennis. And I'm also going to be reaching out to some other engineers. Steve, if you'll join me on the show, I'd love to have you on the show, man. Really, really knowledgeable guy who has a lot of outboard gear and some really, really cool stuff. So I want to do an interview with you, Steve, and get you on here, man, and just let you roll. Just let us see what you're doing, and it's only gonna bring other people in, and that's what I'm really trying to do is to do some networking for all you musicians out there, all your soundtracks. You can go to Facebook, okay, and go to the groups and type in Audio Master and join the group, man, and put your songs on my Facebook page, Audio Master, So the engineers from around the world, all around the world, are going to be watching and seeing the stuff. It could be something simple. You just playing your guitar, one vocal track. Put down your stuff, because what I'm trying to do is network, not what I'm trying to do. What I'm going to do is network all of us together to where we can all see what one another's doing. And so we're going to learn from other engineers what they're using. And we're going to also give us musicians around the world a place, a platform to put our music. So I'm going to bring this all together. It's going to be one big circle that we're all going to be able to join and hang out and be a part of everything, man. Because here's the thing, the best engineers in the world that are out there that have all these Grammy Award hits and whatnot, they are the best listeners in the world. So don't think they didn't pay attention and took many, many years of paying attention to detailed things in those tracks to make them Grammy Award winning songs, man. So I love those engineers out there because we always learn when we listen, right? So we learned that when we were in school, be a good listener. But it's going to take you to another level whenever you're listening to those tracks. And when you're listening to the placement of those microphones, when you're miking those acoustic guitars, it's all gonna come into play, and you're gonna find that sweet spot really, really fast. And yeah, man. So we got a lot of great things that we're gonna talk about here on the show. So hit the subscribe, hit the share, and hit the like, and also go to Facebook, man, and join the page over there and dump your music down on there. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And everybody else wants to hear it too, man. So whether you're in the beginning stages of it or not, it doesn't really matter. Like I say, you can have one microphone in the room, man, and your acoustic guitar and your voice will be just fine, man. Just rehearse it out and refine it the best you can. Record it and send it on, man. And we'd love to hear it. And so we are going to create a big network here, whether you know it or not. We're going to get big. Oh, heck, man, I didn't see you on here. I didn't see you on here, Nazario. I had that daggum thing in front of it again, buddy. I'm sorry. Greetings. Oh, wow. Nice. Greetings from Brazil. Hey, we love you, man. We love to have you on the show as always. Look, hey, I was saying down there, look, if you haven't joined the Audio Master on the Facebook group, you got to do it, man. If you're an engineer, if you record music, if you love guitar, riffs, it don't matter, man. Share your stuff because people are going to be watching all over the world, man. And if you love audio, recording, and music and all that other stuff, man, join along, man. Somebody's blowing me up. Oh, this is a friend of mine. He joined the group. His name is Tyler. So I started working with this guy, mentoring Tyler when he was, I don't know, he was actually my nephew's friend. I met this guy on the beach. Let me tell you this quick little story. Okay. So I met Tyler on the beach. He's my nephew's age. And he had shorts on. he comes up the stairs with a guitar, acoustic guitar, and he starts singing. And I was freaking blown away at this guy's talent. Okay. And so he ended up coming to work, working for me in the summer, and doing some landscaping with me in the summer. And I was teaching him about playing to a click track because his rhythm was a little off. So we got him playing to a click, getting his rhythm right. And then I taught him about songwriting as well, about bridges and tags and all that other stuff and format. So I taught him about format, springboard lines, and all that good stuff out of the pre-chorus, tying in a word or two from the springboard line to the chorus, and then where the title of it was. It going to be the first line of the chorus that was going to be the title, or was it going to be the last line of the chorus that was going to be the title, or whatever? So I told him all about that good stuff that we all need to know to write great songs. Well, now he's an adult and he is kicking butt. Okay. And he just says, okay. He says he don't have anything to post, but he does, man. He's got videos. He's got songs out. Just a great guy, great singer, and I feel real proud that I was a mentor to him at a very at an early stage in his songwriting and music career, and he's doing great. And so anyway, Tyler, check him out. I'm gonna have him on, and yeah, man, it just makes me feel good that we can all see. Here's the thing about this show. I didn't see you. That's okay. Welcome, Brazil. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Like I say, I didn't see you, Nazario. Uh, I didn't see you, man, but I see you now. Thank you guys for joining in the Audio Master Show. As always, man, I appreciate every one of you, man. I want to get to know every one of you on a personal base, man, so we can all connect and be here and share knowledge because we never stop learning and we don't want to stop learning, man. We want to get our stuff out there and get our stuff heard, and we want other people to join in and share their knowledge with us, man. Even people that sit way up high, we want them involved, man, because this is a cool show to be on here. There's nothing scripted. It's all real, man. Because you know why? We're real freaking people, right? So anyway, yeah, man. Got off there, didn't I? I got off, man. So, but that's okay. You guys are forgiving and you understand that we get off when we get excited, right? So anyway, man, thank you guys for joining in, man. I do appreciate all of you, man. We're gonna be doing some live interviews. Not tonight. I'm not what I'm typically gonna do, okay, is I'm on Be Live right now. And so if I put a link down here to the side where you guys are writing in that little box right there, you guys can join me on live shows. And I think I can get like 3 or 4 people up here where we can all have our little space and all see each other and all communicate to one another and talk about audio recording and whatnot, man. You can show me some of your stuff in the studio that you're working with and some of your clients, and I can do the same here. And it's just a great way to be a part in these times that we're in, right? And to help support one another and encourage one another and uplift one another to continue on to do what we love in the studio, man. Because you wouldn't have spent all that money in the studio and you wouldn't be here, and neither would I if we didn't love music and our instruments or something, or recording and mixing. Oh yeah, man. So we're going to learn a lot of stuff, and we're going to have a lot of cool people on the show that we're all going to get to know as I mean, we're all going to get to know one another, man, and share what we're doing online and whatnot. So I got rid of that little box. So let's see if I'm now I can see what y'all are texting up there, man. So feel free to type something now, man. Nazario, how was your day today, bro? Were you doing okay? Yeah, man. Anyway, I had a great day today. Today I got in late and got on the show, and I didn't really want to leave you guys out. I see a lot of people doing a Monday night, a Wednesday night, and a Friday night, but dude, I would like to get on here every night if I can, if I'm not exhausted, and hang out with y'all at least for a little while, and we can share some information and what you're doing and whatnot, and what you're up on and everything. But I was talking to this cat earlier, like I say, about he was asking me about what type of doll that we should use or start out on. And like I say, I'm gonna reiterate this. It really doesn't matter so much the doll. There you go, Nazario. Work and more work. Cleaning out the old place. Oh wow. They got you cleaning, man. I know, man. Whenever you move, trust me, my mom has probably moved more than anybody that I know. And if she would have saved all that money from moving, she could probably go to Europe 5 times and back, the money she spent on moving from one place to the next. And it's not easy, man. You got to pack everything up and box everything up and label everything up. And it's just not easy moving, dude. I feel for you, man. I do because I'd still be in my place. I had my place over there, but as you guys know, I went through a little nasty little divorce, and but we had our pay. It was all up the paid off, man. We were doing fine. But you know how it is, man. Sometimes the rug gets swept out from underneath you, and you gotta pick yourself up, my friends, and you gotta continue on. Win or lose, you gotta keep going, right? So I had to sell all my. I don't know if you know, I had to sell all my studio equipment, and I had vintage microphones from way back from the 30s. Man, I had some of the Turners back from the 30s. I had the 55. I had all your Shure microphones. I had a really nice collection of microphones. I was a mic geek lover, and the ones that I had worked perfectly nice. Oh well. So I'm back. I'm back in the studio here at my new place, and I'm building my arsenal back up, man. So microphones is really the key, man, because if you can hit it in the beginning and get your tone from the mics, you're really going to save yourself a lot of time later on. Learn mic placement and good microphones. Let's see what you say. As soon as I get my studio set up, I will be working on some tracks, songs written years ago. Perfect. Awesome. I cannot wait till you get your tracks set up. We had talked about Nazario, you doing your room right, making sure you get all those reflections and bad reflections and energy and whatnot treated before you start, putting your money somewhere else. But I want to hear your tracks, Nazario. And look, man, now that you have another platform to place them on Facebook, I want to hear all your good stuff, man. Some classical guitar, whatever you're into. I want to hear it because I love it all. It doesn't matter what style you love, because music to me is music, and if you love music, you got to at least appreciate it, no matter what form it is. You gotta appreciate it, right? Because it does take talent, and it does take time and energy, and it is an art form, right? It's all an art form. It's art, just as mixing is, right? See, we're going to be talking about mixing a lot. I'm going to do a lot of more videos on mixing, and I'm going to have other engineers, like I say, that are sitting taller chairs than I do. And I'm going to get these guys in, and we're going to be talking about some of their tricks and what they like to do on vocals. Because here's the thing, man. If you got a song and it's got vocals in it, you and I both know those vocals have to be excellent and sound great, because that's what the listener is listening to. And if there's ever a phrase or whatever that the listener can't hear or whatever, or just doesn't have enough impact in it, you can lose a good listener real quick. And so typically I want to say around the first 10 seconds to 15 seconds of a song, you're going to either hook that person to listen to that song, or they're going to flip the station. Okay, so you don't have much time to give them the hook in the mouth. It's kind of like fishing, man. You got to set that hook, man, and get them in that course, that pre-course, and set that hook, and give them that hook line, man. So we're gonna be talking about all that cool stuff, man, and I love it. I love it all. Okay, I was checking something out right there, y'all. Thank you. Thanks for hanging in there, man. It's kind of hard for me to see. As you guys know, if you don't know, I don't really wear the glasses because I want to be cool in here. Okay, although they do look cool. These are some nice Oakleys. Um, but no, I don't do that, man. I wear them because I have very light eyes. Okay, and whatever light there is, it doesn't matter if I'm inside. If it's a bright light like I have here hanging over in here, it blinds me, man. It gives me headaches because my eyes take in so much light, and so that's why I got the glasses on. And it's hard for me to see the screen and read this sometimes, um, because I got shades on, man. So it's kind of a catch 22. What's going on in my studio right here? But anyway, yeah, Nazario, get some tracks going on, man. I want to hear them, and I can't wait till you start doing some stuff with your guitar and break that guitar out. And even though you don't have your studio ready, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Even though you don't have your studio ready, here, man, this is what I want to encourage you to do. At least get in some practice, 15 minutes a night on your guitar. At least minimal 15 minutes a night. Keep those chops up, keep those fingers calloused, and and get creative, man. Here's another thing you guys all probably already love or do. But there was a stage where I got to a point on my guitar, my acoustic guitar anyway, where I was kind of running out of ideas and whatnot. And so this will kind of put another spark in you. I want to give you some information on the writing side of me, okay? On the other side of being creative. So this put a new spark in me. Do some different tunings, man. Do an open G, or just whatever. Do a different tuning, and so maybe a drop D or whatever. And so this is going to give your mind a different writing aspect as to how it comes across to you. And so I know it did for me. And you talk about write some really cool songs in open G and all that other good stuff, man. Oh man, it's even the chords. The chords, the fingering's different and all that other good stuff. But you find them. You just move your hands around on the neck and you find those chords that you can play up and down the neck. So this is what helped me also, you guys. As last March we had this Corona thing, whatever hit us all. Okay, so they shut down everything, and my brother had a piano at his house. Um, it's a what is it? A Yamaha. It's a Yamaha 88 key, and it sounds really, really good. I can't see what model number it is. I don't even look. But anyway, I said to myself, I'm going to learn how to play the piano. And so when I started just trying to finger around and find just basic chords and whatnot, you wouldn't believe how creative the songwriting side was in my mind to hear the piano and write to the piano instead of the guitar. Just completely, I was like, "Wow, man, I'm able to do that. I'm able to write in a different kinda aspect and kinda hear and take in the music in a different kinda way, a different approach." And, so, man, that writer's block went away. So I encourage you, man, to do some open tuning stuff. This might be where you're at. I don't know. But yeah, open tuning stuff's really, really cool. But thank you guys as always joining in tonight. Man, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, slam that subscribe button, man, and that bell out the park. Knock that bell out of the park, man. Hang out with me. I'm gonna be trying to get on. Let's see, a little later now because my classes are running a little later, and so I'll probably be getting on around 8 o'clock, between 8 and 9. I was getting on between 7 and 8. So it just gives me a chance to get out of the gym, hurry back here or eat, and then hurry back here and hang out with y'all for a while. As long as y'all want to hang out and talk about audio and music, man, I'm into it, man. I got all night. We can talk about it forever. But I am going to be doing different shows on mixing and bringing other engineers again into play, and we're all going to get a chance to ask them. I mean, like Dennis, man, he's like insanely brilliant, dude. Man, he's mixed. He was Mick Guzowski's assistant engineer. Okay, and Mick Guzowski mixed out. I mean, when Dennis went in the studio, the first client that they went in, there was Eric Clapton in there. So Mick Guzowski mixed out Eric Clapton, Celine Dion, Britney Spears. They even worked on some Michael Jackson stuff. I mean, big time people. And so these are the people that we want to learn from. These are the people that we want to get inspired from. And so Dennis has been hanging out on the show, and it's just been great. Thank you so much, man. And thank all of you for joining in as always. And until then, I do want to kind of keep it short tonight. I don't want to go too long, but we're going to be having other people in and doing some really cool stuff. And so I think each and every one of you, as always, joining in. And I'm trying to pronounce your name from Brazil, man. It's hard for me to see it. No Sleen? Is it No Sleen? Anyway, greetings to you too, my friend. And thank you for joining in tonight. We want to have you hit the subscribe button, hang out with us all the time because we're all going to learn some really cool stuff here on the Audio Master Show. And we want to keep it real here and keep it down to earth, man. And but check out that Otari stuff. If you guys are just look, man, probably the next if I get a nice job and a nice few jobs and I can get a little bit ahead and not drop so far back. I might invest in this Otari stuff too because it's nothing new to me, man. And I've been reading about their stuff back in the '90s, early '90s when they first came out, and yeah, man. So they've got go to their website and check them out and see what you think. It might be something that you have the dough to drop on, and it'd be a great investment for you, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna leave it up to you and see what you think. Do all the research on it yourself, and you tell me what you think about it. The Radar Atari. Check it out. You can Google it or whatever. It'll come up, and you can read all the specs on it and what all it'll do and whatever. And then they have the credits. You know, the people that's actually already done albums and songs on there, and so you can listen to that too. They've got a little thing you can listen to the tunes, and so that might be the direction you might want to go. I don't know. I know that when I had people ring, I know that whenever I had a creation station built for me, and and I love it. I love everything that this computer does for me. But I want to say between that and my other tools that are involved, I probably got about 5 grand just in that right there without my preamps or compressors or microphones or anything. So this Otari thing might be something that fits your budget and then might be the route you might want to go. I don't know. Check it out, man. Let me know what you think. Join in next time tomorrow night. Again, if you haven't hit the subscribe, do so now. If you haven't joined my Facebook page, Audio Master in the group, you got to go in the groups and search in groups. So you go to the groups and you search in there and just type in Audio Master and you'll see me in there. I've got some stuff that I've dumped in there, and I just started the page the other night. So we're real small right now, but trust me, man, we're gonna grow and it's gonna be the coolest place to hang out, man. And only thing I ask, man, is that we don't like bad talk other people, trash other people. That's easy to do, man. If you're any type of a decent person, that's easy to do, not to trash other people. We just want to be kind, or whether their stuff is, their music's great or not. We just want to continue to encourage one another to get better, right? And because we don't know what someone's going through, and we just want to be nice to everybody, right? Okay. And if we can do that, man, everything's going to be kosher and really cool on the show as well as on the Facebook page. So thank you guys again for joining me tonight on the Audio Master Show. And I will be on again tomorrow night around the same time between 8 and 9. And put in your comments more and let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're using, what kind of doll that you're working with, what kind of preamps you might like, or some new stuff. Oh, I did want to mention, y'all, you got to check this out. There's another group that you can get on Facebook. I want to say it's Vintage Audio or something like that. But a lot of people are selling some of their vintage gear, man. And I'm talking like 2-inch tape, some Studers, some 1-inch tape stuff, some quarter-inch tape stuff, crazy tape machines that's coming up, mixing boards, tridents. Oh man, just all kind of great stuff that early '70s stuff. Some Poltex, the Yuri 1176. I'm seeing all this stuff pop up, man. And a lot of people are getting in a bind because of where we're at right now. And this is what I want to say to you, man. If you're a buyer and you got some extra cash, it might be something you want to jump into, because once this is over and everything and everybody goes back to things that are normal again, because it will go back to normal. That stuff ain't going to be popping up, and you're not going to get the opportunity to buy some of that great gear that coming out of those great studios that tons of other artists have record hits out on, man. I wanted to share that with you guys tonight, man. So thank you guys for joining in, as always, at the Audio Master R Trip Studios. And we will see you tomorrow night, man. And thanks so much again. And slam that bell out of the park, man. Hit that subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow.